vapes. It's windy again. Very, very windy. And I'm heading to another job interview in a motorcycle related retail store, which is kind of cool. I wanted to point out the last video you guys probably watched. I had to re-upload it. And for those that don't know, I use Power Director 12 to edit video because it's all you really need for simple vlog editing. But for a while, it happened once, but it stops exporting MPEG-4, which is what I always use. And it gives me an error. It's not really important what it means, but I fixed it once before and I forgot how. And I'm trying to do it again, but I'm so sick of the thing breaking, I actually might have to consider an alternative like Vegas or Premiere Pro. Cyberlink's just really pissing me off. But I re-uploaded it, and unfortunately it's a WNV. I mean, a really old friggin' codec, and I don't really want to use it, but I had to. So the video's back up, and hopefully it's working just fine. The last time I uploaded it, I even used the onboard uploading software on Cyberlink where you can log into YouTube. So you let it process and you just leave it there and then it'll upload it automatically for you. Well, that resulted in like a 2-minute black spot where you can just hear audio and no video. You can't see the video. So I had to re-upload it, and it's just really pissing me off. It won't even let me export MPEG-2 for Christ's sakes. So I think it's time to move on to a different program. I just don't know what yet. Vegas, not a huge fan of how it looks or how it's laid out. Premiere just has way too many options and too many complicated ways to do a simple task. So I'm really up in the air. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and do Premiere because that's pretty much the industry standard. But we'll just have to see what happens. But for now, about to get off the freeway. Here's the itchy nose shit. But anyways, we'll see how this interview goes. I gotta stop by Temecula Motorsports right there. Give back the Gixxer 750 repair manual they put in this bike. It was the previous owner was traded in both his cars or bikes. And one of the manuals they gave me was for the 750. This is the 600. So I gotta give that back to him. Oh, wish me luck. Well, on the way to the girl's house finally. Looks like I got the job. It looks like it was already in the bag too. He said he's been wanting to bring me on, and he's hired people from my company before, and it's worked out just fine for him. So it was more of just a, I guess you'd say, an informal interview. It was just kind of a little bit of BSing, just tell me a little bit about the company. I mean, it's nothing like if you were to get hired fresh on by a company like that. But he already knows I know what I'm doing, and I do. Or just because he sells motorcycle parts. Go! Oh my god. But yeah, it looks like it's already said and done. It's gonna be part-time, so I'll be working 2 jobs, but who cares? I want the money, and the commission they pay in that company is a hell of a lot better. So, I mean, it could have been all done today, but he wanted to make sure that I could work the hours he wants me to work, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm like, oh, you know what? I knew you were gonna ask me to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He's like, why is that? I'm like, this is a writing days. And he's like, yeah. I said, all right, what shift? He's like, closing. Aha. So afternoon to evening, writing time. He's like, yeah. Yeah, that's funny, dude. I was actually at my house, and I knew for a fact you're gonna ask me to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's funny. I see you. I'd have to look at the footage again, but I just saw the front left corner. Looks like a 56 or 57. Dope. Towing a trailer. Oh, I love the vents on this jacket. But as soon as I start working at this place, the discount with the that you get for working there, textile is definitely coming, because this awesome weather is not going to last for long. I mean, it's got to be in the low 70s right now, clear sky. The air is just nice and cold. This is my favorite weather in the world. If it was like this all the time, I would just be the happiest motherfucker. This wind is actually so strong, it's lifting up my back and inflating my jacket. You know those cartoons that the guy was about to get in a fight? And he'd blow into his thumb and pump up his muscles? Ow. Which was usually any kind of cartoon character. It wasn't Popeye, that's not who I'm talking about, but they blow into their thumb, they go and they inflate. That's how I feel right now. I look muscly! Summer's definitely going to be an experience. You're going to see my mood change or improve. I'm probably going to be a dick. If somebody cuts me off in the summer and I'm baking hot in this thing, I'm going to be really mad. Like more mad than I was flipping that person off, which I don't do often. I'm going to say that now. I don't do that often. But that guy pissed me off. Creep into a stop, and then you decide to go and cut in front of me? Fuck you, dude. Right now is a great time to work on target fixation. And my jeans are pinching my penis. I'm looking maybe like 5 feet ahead of the truck right now. Just trying to not break my eye contact with what's ahead, which is the hardest part, because I keep wanting to check the road conditions like I am in a car. Like, is there a bump here? If I hit a bump on my coilovers, like I'm thinking from the perspective of my 240, if I hit a bump on my coilovers and is it going to send the ass in light, I'm going to have to start recovering from oversteer. And with a bike, it's like, you're going to go through the turn or you're not, man. You got to use your peripheral to look through the turn. Or look at the ground, rather. So it's definitely a different riding style, and I actually kind of like the motovlogging for a really personal reason. Like, I've always sucked in school. I graduated, only just. Failed a lot of classes just because, like, the lecture would start happening or teacher would just talk and I would just shut off. I'd go somewhere else miles away. It's just, and I could never do it. I could never fight it. Maybe it's ADD, I don't know. Don't care, but having to counter steer, lean the bike, look ahead of the truck, use my peripherals and talk to you at the same time, it's kind of helping. On the freeway back there, I never actually pay attention to what other people are doing other than their car positions and whether they're looking in their mirrors or not. But having looked side to side a couple times, I found people just staring at me like, okay, at least you know I'm there, I'm happy. Maybe it's the Warhawk that's getting people's attention. I don't care if I have to set myself on fire to get people's attention. As long as they see me, I'm happy. Fuel mileage on this thing is amazing. I thought I'd bring that up. I forgot how well it was. I mean, I fueled up the day before yesterday. Went to go get some vape in Temecula, and then came back, then oh, that fucking hurt. What the fuck? Who repairs roads like this? That fucking hurt. That was a big one. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, then I rode home, and then I ran an errand the next day, and then went out with Johnny Boy and Juan. And now I cruised about 40 minutes, and I'm here, and still no gas light. It's kind of nice to have a big tank again. DRZ was cool. I used to come here like 40 minutes one way and 40 minutes the other, and it only cost me a few bucks. Thank you for looking. That guy too. People are actually paying attention today. It's kind of scary. I try to make it a habit of waving or, signaling thank you when I see people actually looking at me and holding off and pulling out. Maybe it'll make them remember, makes them feel good for a second, and it sticks in their memory, so they'll remember to do it next time. Too slow. The car sitting there always freaks me out. I'm glad I took the baffle out. Sounds so much better. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Discount. Yeah. See you later.